this hour, the KwaZulu-Natal Transport Department is currently holding a roadblock in Umlazi. 54 motorists were arrested on Friday, including a 44-year-old female prosecutor believed to have been driving under the influence of alcohol. Newzroom Afrika Silethiwe Ndlovu is live for us in Umlazi. Silethiwe, good evening to you. Talk to us about what operations are looking like at the moment.
Well, operations, Naledi, are continuing this evening. As you can see, there's joint operations that are currently taking place at this particular moment. We do, of course, have RTI on scene. This is, of course, as you have already mentioned, the township then of Umlazi. RTI is on scene trying to ensure that there's compliance when you're looking at different motorists in the area. We also have SAPS and the Department then of Transport. They have stated that they are trying to ensure that all motorists are complying by the rules then of the road, but also to ensure that none of the motorists that are found here are found to be driving under the influence of alcohol. There's a number of arrests this evening that have been made. Those 6 arrests, or rather 6 individuals, being taken into the police station rather in the area. And besides those arrests, we know that there's also a few tickets that have also been handed out due to a number of people being found to be non-compliant at this very moment. But as you can see, they are also asking for licenses, Naledi. We did hear that they would be, of course, checking if the motorists themselves do have those licenses, the vehicles also that they are driving, are they in a roadworthy condition, and also to ensure that the motorists in the area don't have any warrants as they are seen to be driving in the area. These operations are operations that have been taking place over the past few weeks, where we've seen them take place in different areas. Just on Friday, there was an operation that took place with Metro. We know, of course, that that particular operation saw a number of minibus taxis being taken in after they were found to be non-compliant. Also, before that, coming from RTI, as you can see them there in front of you right now, we do know that they've also conducted a number of operations over the past 2 weeks, where 100 or over 130 motorists were also arrested after they were found to be driving under the influence then of alcohol. However, this particular area, Naledi, as you stated earlier on, we are in the township of Umlazi, where coming from the Department of Transport, we were told that this area was specifically chosen because there's a number of crimes that usually spike during month end. We were told, of course, and we do know that in this particular area there's a number of stolen vehicles that we usually see, stolen and cloned vehicles. So the department stating that they are trying to ensure that there's no such activities that are taking place in this area. If you look at the couple of months, or rather a couple of months ago, a similar operation would see 700 vehicles being searched, where 40 people would be charged there for different violations, traffic violations. So tonight's operation then once again ensuring that all the individuals, all the motorists that we have here in this area are complying by the rules then of the road. But lastly then, Naledi, coming from the Department of Transport, we had a conversation with them a bit earlier on. They did mention that there's 6 people that have been taken in after they were found to be driving under the influence of alcohol. As you can see, even right now, they are still conducting those different checks. 6 people taken in, but also a number of tickets have been handed out due to a number of traffic violations.
Of course, Silethiwe, there is also the matter of the 44-year-old prosecutor also arrested. Just how much we know about that individual?
What we know at this particular moment, Naledi, is that that particular individual was arrested in the area of Port Shepstone. I do believe it was on Friday, after she was also found to be driving under the influence then of alcohol. But perhaps for more on that conversation, perhaps to elaborate for us, let me just bring in once again the spokesperson for the Department of Transport, Ndlovu. We know, of course, on Friday that there was a female public prosecutor that was taken in after she was found to have been driving under the influence of alcohol. Just speak to us about how high that count was and also just that operation also.
Yeah, very disappointing. The MEC sponsor to my said tomorrow we must be in Port Shepstone because quite a number of motorists will be appearing in court. The public prosecutor will also be in court. The alcohol content 3 times more, above the legal limit. So quite disappointing. 2 police officers also arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. These are some of the issues that the MEC is grappling with. We are talking here now about 160 motorists, arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol over the past, 3 weekends, 15th, 25th, as well as, this weekend. Quite disappointing.
Of course, as you're mentioning, there's 2 police officers that would be arrested, but I do believe that the department also stated that there was a taxi driver that was also taken in. I do believe that he had an overload.
Yeah, it was an overload. 24 passengers in that taxi. He was also driving under the influence of alcohol. So we're very firm, and the team that is working here, there's also SAPS. The MEC has expressed his appreciation to the Lieutenant General Ndlovu for deploying a very dedicated team, from the SAPS. So we are very firm leading up to September. September is tourism month. The MEC has said the Department of Transport must be the catalyst of the growth of all sectors of the economy. We want to see visitors to KwaZulu-Natal during the tourism month feeling very safe on our roads. As we move to October, also is a transport month. We'll be out there, ensuring the safety of motorists.
And maybe just the last one on my side, spokesperson, talk to us about your findings this evening. I do believe you stated that there's a few arrests that have been made, also traffic violations that have also been observed.
Yeah, you're quite correct. You remember when we arrived here, they picked up one, motorist who was driving under the influence of alcohol, but it's 6 now in total. And if you combine all the figures, we talk here about 160. And there are other traffic violations. As you can see, there's a motorbike that is being, searched. There are other violations, driving without, driver's licenses. There are some cars that are not roadworthy. And there are other operations in other parts of KwaZulu-Natal. The MEC is in Far North, in Zululand, and he is interacting with quite a number of, professionals in the transport sector, so that we are able to use this sector of our economy, the transport sector, to be a catalyst for the growth of all sectors of the economy.
Spokesperson, thank you very much for your time. That's the spokesperson, Naledi, for the Department of Transport. But as you can see on my right, the operations are continuing here, where, as stated earlier on, they are ensuring that the vehicles that you can see here are roadworthy. I'm not so sure about this one that is in front of us, as you can see with that mirror there in front of you, Naledi. But the department stating that they are ensuring that all cars are roadworthy. No one is driving under the influence of alcohol. Everyone that is driving does have their license, and also that those particular individuals don't have any warrants in their names. Naledi.
Yeah, Silethiwe Ndlovu there with the latest, and of course, a really important reminder to South Africans to be safe on the roads and, of course, to be compliant. All right. Let's